Hello, Gemini. This is going to be your October 2019 reading. On October 23rd, Sun enters Scorpio. On October 13th, there will be a full moon in Aries. And Chiron will be retrograde. For a while, so look into your sign and see how that affects you. Gemini, this month, I'm going to do a guidance reading. What is affecting you? How can we make it better? Apply this to any area of your life. But we're not doing, my ex is here, and you can plug that in if you want, but I mentioned in my summer reading, I think it was August, that the back half of 2019 is going to be a lot, so we want to just get you through this transition period as gently as we can. So that's what we're doing for this reading. Gemini, some of you are worried be worried about a person, how much information they have about you, and what they are doing with it. Or you may feel stabbed in the back by the gifts you have given. In any event, you definitely see that something is coming to an end in October. This card just came up for Taurus, if that means anything to you. Gemini, you may be feeling like you were generous, and so you are almost inviting this person to antagonize you so that you can cut them off. You feel that you really helped this person out. You may feel that there was intense disrespect. And you may be waiting for some communication after it has gone dry, or at least emotionally dry for you. And so, Gemini, for you, this may be a pattern of conflict. Where you feel that you are in some sort of battle. This is high conflict. This is high conflict. There's nothing subtle about what's in front of me. This is a lot of battle, emotional wounding, fighting back, feeling like you are on your own. And just these cards alone in this lower portion are about standing alone, being battle wounded, coming out of the other side, but then having to defend yourself and getting to the point where you're, fed up. And but it's a pattern. And it's a pattern. This may have been a learned pattern. This may have been someone who instructed you that this is how you handle this, or this is the best way. there's a portion of your world somewhere falling out. You know, we have Aquarius, Leo, Taurus. So you are doing things according to the plan that you believe works. It is not having the right outcome. It is creating a lot of turmoil, conflict, you feeling beaten up, and you feeling like you are being generous and being stabbed in the back. The people are sort of taking advantage. There's a lot of this. You may be wanting to drop conversations. Let's not talk about that right now. Let's forget it. And you may interpret these actions or this as being self-sacrificing and being strong by doing this. I don't think it's coming off that way. You know, I think you are feeling like taking a gentle approach, or maybe financially helping people, is supposed to tame all of this turmoil. But it is in fact draining it and leaving you with more questions about why it's not getting fixed. Or why it's going south. Why are you not being acknowledged? Why are things still going down a bad road? Why is it never enough? Why are people still putting their hand out when you've already given them so much? And you are emotionally in a funky place. You have the World card, we have the Wheel of Fortune over it. Nothing is changing in this stagnant pattern. It's a lot. It's a lot, Gemini. You may, from time to time, try to set up a few boundaries, but they're far and few between. And they're set in such a sort of watery way that it's not moving the situation along. And I see a lot of money on the board. Let's see. You are waiting on the other side for someone to respond to this pattern. It's a very self-sacrificing thing happening here with your energy, Gemini. And you may realize that it's not working, but I don't think you know how to reverse this situation. You may sort of try to take it in one direction, and then when there's no immediate response, you hesitate and get frightened and say, this isn't working, let me go back to the old way. Maybe you try something else, same thing, this isn't working. And some of you have really come to believe that money, giving this person money, or the situation money, is very effective because it shows the most immediate response. So for you, Gemini, it's not about a financial thing. What it is about for you is the solution that causes the most immediate response, because it's painful for you to stay in this space where all of this other stuff is going on. This battle mode is scary for you and anxiety inducing. And so for you to do something like, the giving money over just creates that immediate relief. And so that's what you're looking for. It's more about the relief. It's not really about the financial portion at all. This is all anxiety and that immediate relief. You can sleep at night. You can eat your meals in peace. Maybe the phone calls stop. Maybe the tension when you walk in the room. You know this isn't a good solution. You may just be trying to throw yourself through this time in your life or this situation. Justice. I think you may be feeling as if you owe people, or you have so much sympathy that it is overriding your logic, Gemini. Again, because you start to take that step in the right direction and then you immediately retract because someone kicks up some dust, and you can't take that. You interpret that in a way that is again, I don't know if this is where you feel. Let's get a little bit more over here. This person may be silencing you with something that they know, something from the past. It's guilt. It's a lot of guilt, or feeling like you cannot come forward. Goes from the Five of Cups to the Three of Cups. Again, this is sort of backwards, backwards movement. Someone really holding something over you that, again, there's a lot of guilt. Gemini, that's a hard space to be in. We have the tunnel that's coming out of a dark period, Gemini. And the butterfly, that's a new start. And we have the cane. This can be talking about an older male who's infirm, but again, it's talking about support. You may need to go to someone else, Gemini, for support. Because you may be so ensnared by this energy with this situation that you may not be able to get a proper perspective. So you may need to go outside of the situation for some guidance. This is you working on an imbalanced wheel. I mean, have you ever seen something go on an imbalanced wheel? It'll go for a little while and start to do this. and collapse. This is the gate of sanctuary. I mean, you're trying to get to this place where you have some peace, but you cannot get there. You cannot find your way. Yeah, I mean, I see you doing lots of praying. The Chariot is in this deck, but it's not moving. I think, again, you have this shield around yourself for your emotions. I think getting outside of this situation, Gemini, and trying to find some support, maybe even a support group, just so you can speak openly about what's on your mind, at the least, because it doesn't seem like you have any room in your environment to even speak about what's happening, and that's not healthy. Listen to your intuition. Reconsider. And I think you should reconsider some of this guilt that's on your mind, Gemini. How obligated are you to any situation where you are no longer living your life, where the whole of your life is dedicated to someone who is not listening to you, or who is sort of emotionally blackmailing you, even if they don't mean to. I mean, this person may not even mean to do that. And success. You will be successful, Gemini. You just need to come out of that environment and connect with other people. You don't have to announce it to everyone. You don't have to tell everyone you're doing it. But just find a way to connect with someone who is outside of your environment, who has an unbiased opinion. That is what you need right now, Gemini. Someone who has an unbiased opinion, who you can share this story with, who can give you some perspective. And then that will leave you, I think your intuition is even blocked off right now. I think everything is just stagnant. So I think you need that. Gemini, stay safe, and we will talk to you in November. If you resonated with the reading, you can put something small in the comments section. You can put a little sunshine emoji or a little moon or anything. And I hope this was helpful to you. We'll talk to you soon.